Welcome to Captain of Industry Season 2. My name is Corporal Hobbs, and we are back with Episode 3. So, a little bit of time has passed in between episodes. The main thing was just building up a stockpile of construction parts so we can actually do something in this episode. But some of the stuff I did was I ran a diesel pipe. So now we have our tank over here hooked up with diesel. I also ran a diesel pipe out over here and moved our fuel station with our fuel trucks out over here, so they're closer to the mines, and also gives the trucks a location here to refill. And then I built some more flatbed or pickup trucks and small excavators, so each mine now has 2 excavators and 4 trucks. And then I also put together our project team. So they are out over here clearing out the dirt from this hill, and they'll be working on leveling out this area so we can expand this. But we do have all of our towns placed now for the settlement, and then I expanded out our farms to 3. And that was mainly it, but let's jump in. We'll unpause. I think first thing we'll do over here at our farms is I had green manure on here, but we unlocked vegetables. So let's start making vegetables and giving our people vegetables. So to do that, we are going to need a flat conveyor belt. And we'll also need one over here for vegetables. So we'll use some Unity for that. We'll need a storage for vegetables. And then we'll also need to connect this out to a conveyor belt. And I think the way we will do this is we'll just use lifts. I think that's the easiest way to do it. And we'll just come out to here and then connect it in like that. So there's that. And then our third farm, do same thing. We'll just get all of these connected like that. And then we'll use our Unity. We are almost at the limit anyway, so might as well use it so we're not wasting it. And turn off export there. So now we should have vegetables available for our people that will give us some more Unity, as well as increase the health. Currently, when a disease comes through, we are sitting at 0 health. The other way we can fix that is through the research that we unlocked. Let's see, where is it? Settlement, water facility. So we can put down a water facility, which I'm thinking we'll do just right here for now. Which means we are going to need a water dump. Wherever that is, fluid, liquid dump. So we'll do one out here for wastewater. So we'll let the truck start building that. Same with this over here. And basically, we'll just come out a square, raise it up to height 5. And then go straight across. And then we'll drop it down and connect it. Let the trucks work on that. And then for water, we'll come out a square, go up to height 5. And then same location. We'll just come right around here, right in front of our shipyard. Actually go out a little bit farther. And basically we just want to go around the outside of this hill. There we go. Could go up and over, but I think this will be in our way less if we go out this way. So we'll pause it right there. Our water is right over here for groundwater. So let's put in some groundwater pumps. And I'm thinking we'll just go right here. There's not that much groundwater here. So we'll just do 4 for now. And we'll only turn on the notification for one of them. And we'll unpause those, get those starting to get built, and then put in a water tank here. We don't want to import or export from here. Just want a way to stockpile water if we need it. And then let's come out 1 up to height 5. And there we go. And that will be our water. So we'll collect this reward. Gives us 80 more construction 2s. And then we can turn on our vehicle fuel saver. And that will give us another 80 construction 2s. And we'll actually leave that one on. We got the Unity for it. And then how is our maintenance looking? So we can run at 220 and we are making 190 or so. Let's see, we do have the spare Unity, it looks like. So we'll turn on maintenance as well, maintenance reduction. So that will help lower our maintenance use. And last thing to do is research, upgrade to lab 1 for research lab. Coal we are running low on, but we have a stockpile of electronics and they're holding steady. So I'm not too worried about it. Yeah, our copper's coming back. And that's just the excavator over here. I have it set to rock. That way he can start digging out this ramp a little bit more, and then this guy can just keep up with our copper demand. But so that gets us vegetables, so should be good there. We'll eventually upgrade these and then hook these up to water, but we'll do that a little bit later. Should have water coming in now, and our people need 14 water every 60 seconds, and we'll be generating 12 waste water. But that should give the settlement Unity, so we'll get Unity from that, as well as from those vegetables as well. And that also boosts our health, so we'll get some more health there, so we don't have to worry about diseases coming through now and killing people. But we are good there. So let's look at how we are going to set up production. So let's look at our assemblers. And when it comes to designing like a blueprint, this is what I normally do is turn off the imports, exports, pause it, and then look at the recipes. So we are going to want construction 1s. We are going to want construction 2s. Then eventually we are going to want construction 3s and construction 4s. So that's one production line. We are also going to want mechanical parts. Those are going to be separate though. Same with electronics. The other production lines we will want will be vehicle parts. So we'll have vehicle parts 1, vehicle parts 2. So vehicle parts 1, vehicle parts 2, vehicle parts 3. And then we will want lab equipment 1, lab equipment 2, lab equipment 3, and then lab equipment 4. So that's going to be another production line. So we'll have mechanical parts, electronics, electronics 2, and electronics 3. So that will be over here. And anything else that we will need? Yeah, we got electronics 2s, 3s. We'll want the room for maintenance depots. So we'll turn that off. And maintenance will change the priority on to 1, because we'll always want that to work. But let's look. I'm thinking, let's see, so we have material over here that we're going to be mining. We'll have all this that we'll be mining. Same with this area over here. This is oil, but we'll probably use this for something else. If we tried to do production over here, we would have to have all of our ore smelting as well be trucked over. So I'd rather do production somewhere here in the middle and then go from there. But what we might end up doing is moving our settlement. We could either move it over here and then build farms out over on this side, or we build the farms out here and then maybe possibly train everything over to our settlement for food. In that case, this area would be our train stations for unloading. That might be what we do in the future. But for now, I think this area right here will work for all of our production needs. So let's start with mechanical parts. And I think I'm going to want everything to go this direction. So maintenance will go right here. So we'll have maintenance 1 like that. Let's see. So yeah, we'll want this distance for maintenance. That way we can get a conveyor belt through the middle with the mechanical parts, and then use the lifts to have another belt on top, just to keep it compact. So we'll have maintenance 1 right here, and then we'll have maintenance 2 over here, which for now we'll hold off on that. It's going to be a while before we get to maintenance 2, but we'll be able to expand the maintenance out on this side. So I think we do our first production lines over here. In that case, we'll start with mechanical parts. So we'll do, I think, mechanical parts right down the middle. Just in case we want to run 2 belts in the future, depending on our use, I'll do a 2 gap space in between. So we'll do something like that. Yeah, we'll do something like that. And we will need to bring in material. So I think we bring everything in right over here. So first thing we'll want to bring in is iron. Eventually we'll replace that with steel. So we'll do iron, and then we'll do a space for copper. And I'm doing these 2 wide just so we can mark out the size of a large storage. They're the same size as 2 of these next to each other. So we have iron, copper. If we are doing copper, should do rubber right next to that. Then we will need concrete, then wood, eventually, yeah, I think that's everything at the moment. And then we can just keep expanding it out that way. And I'm thinking we just do, eventually we'll have a balancer here in the middle. So yeah, we just do something like that for each. And a lot of these things we're going to need multiple belts of. Steel will have at least 4 belts going through, probably closer to 5. Copper will probably end up running 6 or 7 belts. Rubber, we should be good on just 1, maybe 2. Concrete, probably 2, and wood, probably 2. But we still have a bunch of other stuff to also account for. So if we are building a Factorio style main bus, say we have 4 belts right there, and then if we want to move items between, we would need at least a 3 gap, I believe. Yeah, because then we can put a lift in and then connect the lift into the belt that we are pulling from. Yeah, we can do that. So we'll do 3 belts, or 3 space in between our belts. So we'll do something like that. That'd be 4, 8, 12. So we'll plan on something like that. 7. Let's see. 9. We'll do 1 more. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that gives us 40 belts to work with. If we need to have more of a resource, so say like steel, if we're going to run 5 or 6 belts, what we can do is go across the top, which means we will limit everything to so we'll have that height, and then do something like that for minimum height across. So height 2. Just to be safe, we'll do 3. So height 3 across everything. That allows us to put in, oops, yeah, we'd be able to run 3 high on our belts for our main bus. So I think that should work, which means I think we center this one right here. And that means we can just connect this belt in for iron. This belt will run like that for copper. So steel and copper will have all their own hookups. Actually, we should do something like that, where we run out a little bit of distance to give room for balancers eventually. Steel won't matter, or I guess iron won't matter. And then we do something like that. We'll do... Yeah, we'll do 2 and 2 just in case we want to expand that in the future. So we'll go... Oops. Like that. So we can have another belt of rubber if we want it. And then we'll have another belt of concrete if we need it. And then for wood, we'll go same thing right there. So we leave room for one more belt of concrete slabs. And then for any other items, so eventually glass and plastic and other things like that, we'll just connect them in as we need. Which means I want to start our first production here. And I think I will do a balancer. We'll hold off on doing a balancer because this is going to eat through a lot of our construction twos. So we'll do... Let's see. We move this back. We do a output box. That's like that. Could do something like that. Then that will plug in to our storage. So our storage isn't going to be that big. And if we do one like that, one like this, put that right in the middle. So we'll have an output and then an input for this. And we'll want to leave a gap of 3 just in case. That will give us room for running lifts through if we need to change the height on anything. Which means this guy can just come straight in from there, and then we'll put in balancers later. So this will be iron, iron. This will be mechanical parts, mechanical parts. For outputs, because we're going to have outputs going different directions, how should we do that? So if we keep height 3 for crossing our main bus, we can use height 4 to bring the outputs down and then connect into the main bus, is what I'm thinking. That would be the idea. Yeah, so let's do that. I think that would work. But let's plug this in. So we'll go right there. We'll just do a belt here at height 1, go across, and then actually go one more and then drop back down. That should allow these to plug in. So we could get 2 belts in, no issues. And then that gives us the mechanical parts. And that would be the general idea for that one. And then we'll do electronics. Same thing. We'll just leave a 2 space in the middle. Then we will want one output. But in this case, we're going to have 2 inputs. So I'm thinking we do the inputs on each side. Like that. And then we'll probably want to leave room. We'll do a 5 gap space in between our builds. So we'll do something like that. Move these back by 1 more. So we'll have copper and rubber. Copper is going to be right here. Actually, let's go like this. Let's do something like that. And then we'll unpause the belts as we need it. Okay, so we'll have copper over here on this side. So let's do that right there. Import. Actually, I guess it don't matter. So we are going to want to do right here. And yeah, like this. And then flip that. Make sure that's connected. Then if we need to run multiple belts, what we can do is put a connector on like this, and then we'll do a belt on the left side and the right side, and then we can get up to 3 belts pass through just one lift. So we'll do something like that. This will be our copper, so that's good. So that runs copper through. Rubber is right here on this guy. So we'll have rubber over here, and we'll do it on the outside one. And same idea. And we'll line it up right there. Go to 1 tile or 2 tiles away. And then do a lift like that. And then we'll have our belt just split off. And that runs copper and rubber up. And then we'll have electronics. So here's our electronics. Electronics, we will run in 2 belts like that. Rubber, we will run from the outside. And then we'll want to run to the 3rd tile out. And we'll just go like that. And then we'll need to run a lift at height 1. And this guy we will keep at height 1 on this side. And then we'll run copper this way at height 1 on this side. And then we just need a lift at height 1 over here. So we'll do that like this for now. And then do same thing. And then we just need to do a lift like that and a lift like that. Actually, probably be better to keep this one on its own belt as well. That way we can have a full belt of copper going down each side. So there's that. So that will be our electronics production. And then let's get our spacing. So basically this will be electronic 2s. It's going to be right here on this tile. We can look at the recipe for electronic 2s by going into the codex. So electronic 2s are going to need electronics, or electronic 2s. So we'll need PCBs and electronics and silicon. To make PCBs, you need glass, plastic, copper. So glass, plastic, copper, then electronics and silicon. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 inputs. So that's going to get out of hand real quick if we try to do something like this. So how should we do this? Yeah, I think we just leave room for it for now. So the amount of room that we will leave, let's see. So at a minimum, we are going to want a output, storage. Could do maybe 2 on each side. So we do something like that, and then a 5 tile space. So that would be electronic 2s. We'll do another 5 tile space. That's our electronic 3s. Yeah, we're gonna take up a lot of room, but that's fine. We got all the space here to work with. And I'd rather have it a little future-proof. That way we don't have to worry about moving it again in the future. So electronic 2s, electronic 3s. Then I think after that we will... Let's see. After all of that, I want to leave room for servers. So if we look through here, so after electronic 2s, we'll get to electronic 3s. Electronic 3s need microchips and electronic 2s. So that won't be too space intense. And then for for servers, that's the, I think, next most important thing to build. After this, if we are going to set priorities and stuff through balancers, having servers up and running, that way you can put data centers in if you're running low on computation, is pretty important. And this is just a 2 input item, and having it right next to electronic 3s makes sense to me. So 2 input item, we'll just go like that. And another 5 space. There we go. So that will be our server production. And then now we can start getting into our construction parts, then vehicle parts, then lab equipment. So construction parts. Construction 1 needs 3 inputs. Our construction parts, we might get to the point that we need double belts, especially for construction 1s. If we look at the recipe here, by the time we hit assembler 5s, these will be outputting 96 onto a belt. So construction 1s, we might actually max out a 450 belt. So I think having it at a space of 2 will work. But this is going to be a 3 input item. So we'll do kind of the same thing as this. Then set this recipe to construction 1s. It's gonna be a 3 input item. Yeah, so we'll have outputs there. And we'll do space on this side for the 3rd output. And then same thing, space of 5 between our builds. So like that. And then this one will actually start plugging in. So we'll have iron on our first belt. And we'll do iron over here. So we'll set this guy to be iron. And same idea. Actually, we'll do it over here on this side. So right there. Did I just run that straight across? I did. I want to leave room for trucks to be able to get through here. So there we go. So that should allow trucks to get through. And we'll do same idea over here. So like that, and then have a connector right there. So that's our iron. Next we will want probably concrete slabs. I think that's the next one. Yeah, so concrete slabs are on this line. So right here, which means we'll want to, oh, yeah, right there. Just double check. Oh no, that's wood. So concrete slabs are right here, down this line. So how can we pull out the concrete slabs without making a mess of this? And I think the way we will do that is we'll do the space right here in between the storages, and go on this side. That way we can pull the item out from here and then go across the top of everything. So this will be concrete. So like that. And then we'll have rubber over here on this one. And I think we'll just go to the outside. Keep it consistent with everything else that we are doing. So that's our rubber. Rubber, perfect. And we just need to plug it all into our concrete, or our assembly, our production. But I am going to go like this and pull this guy off. So we'll do that. Oh wait, we don't need rubber. What am I thinking? It's not rubber, it's wood. So wood is right here. There we go. Yeah, so this lane right here should be wood. Yep. Okay. So that gets wood over here. So wood like that. And then now we just need to belt this all together. So same kind of idea. Just go like this. This will be construction parts. Construction parts. Then we need to bring wood out. Wood's gonna be by itself on this side, so we'll run it to right here and then have it connect in right there. And then we'll have a belt across the top, and then wood will be over here on height 1, which means we'll connect it in right there. Then we will have concrete slabs. We'll do that one right there in the middle. This one will drop down like that and just do a 50-50 split. And then this one be our concrete slabs over here. And then the last thing is just the steel, and that needs to be up here at this height. So that's gonna be height 2. And we'll just do something like this. There we go. Oh, actually, we need to bring this guy over one. There we go. So that connects that in. And then we just do a splitter right, or connector right there. And then that gets everything we need for construction 1s. Construction 2s are just 2 items, so construction part 1s and electronics. So we can just reuse this guy over here. We'll get rid of that one, set this one to construction 2s. And then we'll do space of 5 again. Right there. Okay. And this one will need construction part 1s, which are right here. So we will have the construction part 1s come in on this box, which means we'll come up to there like that. Oops. Okay, redo that. So right there. And then our lift right there. Actually, I don't think we'll need the space for that. Because our construction 2s at most will be making 48 of them. And if we do 450 divided by 48, we could support 9 of these machines running at full out without overcrowding the belt. And I don't think we'll build that many of them. But there's that. So we'll just have that go in right here. That gives us construction 2s right here. And then we'll keep this guy at height 1. And then yeah, we'll just move that one over there. So there's that. And then that means we're going to have electronics down here. And we'll go out like that. Oops. We'll go out to there, connect that in, connect that guy in, and then have this one come across like that. There we go. So that's our construction 2 production. We just need to bring the parts down. And the way we will do that is, let's see. So height 5, we can get over these lifts, it looks like. Yeah. I can't do it at height 4, I don't think. Yeah, there's a bow in there. So in that case, we'll do construction 1's here, height 5. Height 5, like that. And then we will only output if we are over 180. Or actually, we could just keep it as a full box. That way, if this one has anything in it, it will just get passed through, I believe. So that will output to there. And then we'll need to do same thing for our electronic 1s way down here. But this one's going to be a little different because we are going to want a balancer on it. Which means we'll have a balancer right here. Or electronics are used in so many different places. I think I will actually run this down and put it on a belt. So in that case, let's just go height 3. We have wood right here, so we'll use this next set of belts right here. And we'll just go up like that. So that connects in. And then basically, we'll get rid of that belt. And then connect that belt in right there. So this bottom belt will be electronics. And then if we need to, we can expand out production by doing the flat lift thing again. Which in that case, I actually want to move this down by 1. And do something like that. Yeah, that way we can run a belt here on the inside and then connect it in right there. And then run one on the outside as well and wrap it around. But that gets us electronic 1s down here on this belt. And if we come over here to our construction 2s, oh yeah, this is looking like a Factorio base. So electronic 2s over here, or electronic 1s. So we'll go right here, electronics. Run this guy. think it's to right there. Right? Yep. So this belt right here, go like that, and then put a connector in for now. Okay, so that gets electronics in and our construction 1s in. And then we'll have construction 2s here. For construction 3s, let's take a look at that. We'll just need steel in. So that's just going to be a 1 product. So that's going to be pretty much the same as we are doing up here for mechanical parts. So let's do space of 5. Change this to none. And then change this to none as well. So that will be construction 3s. And then for construction 4s, same idea, we just need 1 other component, so electronic 2s. Which means we can just copy paste this build over. So right there, so height, space of 5 again. And then that will be our construction 4s. So we got 1s, 2s, 1s, 2s, 3s, and 4s. We got electronic 3s, electronic 2s, electronic 1s. Or no, let me see. So mechanical parts, electronic 1s, electronic 2s, electronic 3s, servers, construction 1, construction 2, construction 3, construction 4. Then we will want vehicle parts. So vehicle parts are 2 inputs, mechanical parts and electronics. Mechanical parts, I forgot to put that on a belt. So let's do that now. Yeah, that should be fine. And then I can just run this guy all the way out to here and connect it into this one, this belt line. And we just go like that, I think. Actually, let's go like that. Because then we can put a balancer here and then do priority out for maintenance. Yeah, we won't be able to do that with electronics, so it'd be... yeah, we'd have to put a balancer here. Yeah, we can still make that work. Okay. But mechanical parts down here on this line. So we'll have this guy. This is 2 inputs, so we should be able to use the same as this one here. Now, vehicle parts, I don't think we'll ever get to the point that we're going to max out a 450 belt. So I think just having them side by side will be plenty. There we go. And then we'll do space of 5 again. There we go. Okay. What we can do while we are building all of this is let the trucks start building some of this stuff. So like these, all of this stuff over here. And then all of these belts. Let's see. There we go. Yeah, we'll let trucks start building all this while we are finishing up the rest of these designs. Unpause all of these. And 2 right there. Okay. Need to unpause this guy. And yeah, this belt here as well. There we go. Okay, so that should be good there. Okay, so we need mechanical parts, electronics. So we have electronics here, so same idea. We would just pull this one out right here. Actually, want to go right there. So like that, and just connect that in, and then unpause this guy. There we go. Yeah, it's gonna take a lot of resources, so there's that. So that will be our electronics. Mechanical parts are going to be, where are they at? Down here on this belt. We'll drag this belt down. Oh. Oh. Alright, there we go. That's our mechanical parts. So same idea. 8-3. Should be right there. And then this guy we can pause. Same with that belt. There we go. Okay, so that gets us our mechanical parts and electronics in. And then same kind of idea as this one. Or no, it'll be this guy. So get rid of those. Oh, never mind. Get rid of that one. Then, never mind. Yeah, we'll just redo it. Okay. So in electronics will come to right there. We'll do something like that. Then we'll put in our lift, keep it at height 1. Go right there. Put that guy in right there. Oh, definitely forgot to bring the belt out far enough. There we go. Yeah, same on this side. So that is mechanical parts, same thing, just bring the belt all the way around. And like that. There we go. And then put a connector in like that. It just makes it easier when we go to paste it down. We can copy paste it all the way. But there's that. So that will be our vehicle parts. So vehicle part ones. So we can unpause all of that for construction. Then for vehicle part twos, it's going to be 3 inputs. So let's copy the one that we use down here for not electronics. Yeah, electronic twos, right? Or no, which one was it that had 3? Oh, construction part 1. So we'll copy this. We'll get rid of this and actually all of these out here. I'll do space of 5. So, yep. Here's our space of 5. And then we'll get rid of the recipe for now. And then same for all the inputs and output storages. But that is our 3 hookups there. So, or 3 different inputs. So that is vehicle part 2s. And then vehicle part 3s will just have 2 inputs. So a 2 input setup will be the same as vehicle part 1s. So we'll just copy this guy. There's that. And we'll hide the groundwater so it's not not blocking up the screen. And then same thing, just get rid of all of these. And then get rid of this recipe. There we go. So that's vehicle part 2s, vehicle part 3s. That's all of our vehicle parts done. Now we just need to do our lab equipment. And we'll extend out our belt. Okay. Okay, so lab equipment time. Lab equipment 1s. It's basically the same thing as vehicle part 1s. So we'll just copy all of this. Do another space of 5. And then just change these over. Lab equipment. It does get up to 96. So maybe instead of using this one, we use our construction part 1. Actually, no. Yeah, we'll use this one. Let's see. 5 right there. We can bring all of this out by 1. Same with this guy. Then we just add a connector in right there. Oops. Bring this out by 1. And then there we go. Go like that. Go like that. So that would be our lab equipment. right? Yep. So there's our lab equipment ones. And we need mechanical parts. This will be nothing. This will be our lab equipment. And then our electronics. Okay. So let's grab some inputs. And mechanical parts are down here, right? Oh, I'll cover the vehicle. Let's see. Mechanical parts, we are running down to here. Okay. So right here. On this belt. So right there, let's put in a connector, repause these belts. We don't need to build them. Unpause, unpause, and then run this guy all the way in. Unpause that belt. Unpause all of this. And then for electronics, there we go. Electronics, we need over off of this belt. So that's going to be this guy. And we'll want probably right there. There we go. So that gets electronics in. And that's everything that we need there. We'll repause that belt. Unpause that guy. How's our vehicles coming along? We've used up all of our construction parts already. And looks like trucks are transporting stuff to the storages. Okay. Let's see what's going on over here. Make sure everything's keeping up with production. Looks like it. Iron might be a little low, but that should be fine. What we can do in the meantime is just put a boost on them, just so it keeps up. Yeah, this guy is running at 100%, but we need 12 construction parts, and without the boost it only makes 12, so we'll boost it, that way we have enough. And eats into our Unity a little bit, but that would be fine. But let's see, so that's lab equipment 1. For lab equipment 2, we are going to need 3 inputs. So a 3 input design would be this guy. So we'll do a space of 5 right there. All right, so that's our lab equipment 2s. Lab equipment 3 is just 2 inputs. So 2 input design would just be this guy. There we go. So that is lab equipment 1, lab equipment 2, lab equipment 3, and then lab equipment 4 is 2 inputs as well. So same thing. And we'll just have that right there. So that's all of our lab equipment. Once we have our lab equipment, then we can do our labs. So we'll do our research lab 1 over here. And let's see. What we could do is a input box. And then we just go 3 like that. And then we can just extend out our lab equipment as we need. For now, we'll just do 2 of them. And then we can just bring that in like that. And we have lab equipment 1s down here. I'll just run it up to height 5. So like that. Right there. Right there. Right there, just so the pillars are not blocking truck access. And we'll leave that right there. Actually, get rid of that. Move this. We'll do space of 5 just so it's consistent with everything else. There we go. And then this guy. Actually, just go like that. There we go. Like that. Put in a connector so we can get rid of this pillar. There we go. And then we still have truck access. And then we build all of that and that. And then as we use the lab equipment and get to the next tier, all we do is drop the tier or the belt down to the next lab equipment that we are making. And then we can reuse that belt as well as everything in the storage. Which, yeah, that'll be fine. And then we'll pause these for now. And then now I think we just need to get everything built, which is just a matter of time. We'll set all of our requests over here to 7. Oops. I guess we only need 1 box being built for each one. Just move this box over like that. There we go. Yeah, we just need 1 box over there for each. So request 7, priority 7, priority 7, and priority 7. Okay. Low supply of iron ore. What are we backed up on? Nothing. Yeah, we're just burning through it because we are mining 60, or burning through 60 at a time. I don't really want to expand out anything. I think, yeah, it's fine. Iron's backed up anyways, so that will be fine. Would help if this guy was not mining rock. But okay, let's see. The other thing we need to do is maintenance. With maintenance, we have the space here between the storages, so we could bring out the belts this way and then up into maintenance. I think that would work pretty fine, or perfectly fine. So if we are going to do that, let's see. So first one we will need is mechanical parts. Mechanical parts will be right here. So let's break this guy right here, put it in a balancer. Then we will run it out this way. And I think we go... Could just keep it on the ground or raise it up even to height 1. Could do height 4 maybe? So height 3 is getting us across all the belts. 4 would allow us to pass over anything like this for any of the other items that we're going to need for maintenance. So yeah, let's do it at height 4. So like that. We'll do this as the priority out. That way everything goes to maintenance first. And we'll run this belt through here. So that's going to be a storage. So I think we'll go something like that. So out that far before we bring it over. So mechanical parts, yeah, we'll just run height 4. Maybe actually, once we get here, let's raise it up to height 5. Like that. And then we'll keep it at height 5 before running it up to maintenance. So something like that. Basically, all of our maintenance is going to use mechanical parts. So let's go storage. And we will need mechanical parts, electronics 1, electronics 2, and electronic 3s. And yeah, I think we do one space in between everything. Then we can keep this path open here for storages and trucks to move through. Which we're doing that. Let's see. So that's 1. So that would be 1 storage, 2 storages, and then trucks. Yeah, that should be fine. And we just run this guy over, keeping it at height 5. And just connect that one in. I prefer if we don't have a bend. So let's go like this. And get rid of that one. Get rid of that one. There we go. So this will be mechanical parts. Don't import or export. Or actually, you can import, but don't export. And then from here, let's go. Let's keep it easy. And we'll just go like this for mechanical parts. And basically this belt will just go through like that. And we connect that in. And same on this guy. And then connector. This will be electronics. And we just do something like that. Then we still have room over here to put in balancer and then other connections out to the other maintenance for maintenance 2 and maintenance 3. Project team is done. Perfect. So they got that area mostly cleared out. So we'll have them get to work on this area. There we go. And they got this coastline smoothed out. Perfect. Okay. So let's go back over here. And let's do electronics. So our electronics are coming out right here on this belt. Yeah, so we'll get rid of these two. Put in a balancer right there, and then do height 4, and that should pass through everything. Perfect. Yeah, let's raise it up to height 5 here. So we can go down, and we'll go around concrete, and then run concrete or run electronic 2s out to here. And then we'll leave room in case we need to run another belt of mechanical parts. And do something like that. There we go. And then, yes, that's our mechanical parts. Electronics, we'll want to do same thing, so priority out right there. There's that. There's that, and then you can unpause that stuff so we can start getting maintenance moved over. Let's see, mechanical parts are good, electronics are good. Just the construction parts. Yeah, just waiting on iron. Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm surprised concrete was keeping up. We need to put a boost on there. But let's go ahead and build one more excavator and a couple more trucks. To do that, we're going to need to stop iron from moving. But I think I will take care of that in between episodes. So I'll get all of this built. And then in the next episode, we will look at expanding out our iron, our copper, which I'm thinking our copper is going to have to move. Same with iron. We could do maybe iron and copper over here. So copper right here, iron right here, possibly. Or maybe we turn this area into our production. Got about a 3x3 cell to work with. We have our iron and copper Yeah, we have iron, copper, coal, limestone, and then we have a little bit of sand up here and some sand over here. But our quartz is way over here or way up in this mountain for the majority of it. And we'll need quartz for sand because there's not that much sand on this map. But we'll look into that in the next episode. So thank you so much for hanging out and watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.